Hi Libra, welcome to your May bonus reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you for your support. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell if you would like to stay up to date on when I post new content here. Libra, I hope you are doing well. I don't know if I said this, but it's May 11th as I'm recording your reading. We are still in the midst of Taurus season. We will be shifting into Gemini season, I believe, on May 20th. But in any event, I hope you're doing well, Libra. Without further ado, let's get going. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. Please help me in pulling the most relevant messages for Libra at this time. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. Okay. All right. Let's just get a couple more cards for you, Libra, and then we'll get going. Okay. One more card. Okay. So the first card, Libra, is the Five of Swords. This is definitely a card of backstabbing or backbiting. So maybe you've just been dealing with a lot of conflict as of late. Maybe you have learned about people that you thought were trusted allies, friends, partners, and you heard through the grapevine that people were talking about you behind your back. They were, bringing up things that weren't true. If this is work related, because each of you are different, maybe you found out that a coworker or a manager was saying things that were untrue or unfair behind your back. It's definitely not a fun energy, right? But, there is this saying, I believe it's by Gloria Steinem, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. And so even though this may be a very difficult and challenging truth that has come or is coming to light, it's going to help you know who's a friend and who's a foe, and who you can trust and who you can't. And even though it's going to hurt, it's going to piss you off, it's going to break your heart perhaps, right? At least you know now. Not that that makes it any easier, Libra, but at the end of the day, as much as it can hurt to find out that somebody you trusted or somebody you thought was an ally or a friend or a lover or whatever, I'd rather know the truth, even if it hurts. Give me the hard truth over a comforting lie any day. That's just me personally. Because of this truth that is revealed to you, Eight of Cups, you are going to be leaping away from whoever this is, whatever situation this is. Eight of Cups is going after things that are going to be emotionally fulfilling and moving away from things that are not. So I do feel like once you find out about this situation or this person that isn't who you thought they were or what you thought it was, it's going to be really obvious to you that it's time to make some decisions, right? It's time for you to protect your peace. It's time for you to accept that this situation isn't what I thought it was. This person is not really a friend. This person is not somebody I can trust. They don't actually have my best interest at heart. And so I'm going to go towards something else, something that's actually going to be worthy of my time and energy, right? And as you are moving away from this situation, there is some form of communication, an offer, an opportunity. Now, if this is work related, this could be an opportunity to move to a different team. This could be a potential new job offer. Somebody reaches out to you. They're like, hey, I really like your work. I'd love to meet you for coffee and talk about the potential to work together, right? If, you're moving away from friends, maybe you hear from somebody that you've known for a long time, but you haven't been close, right? And that's what I have found, Libra. I hope that's what you'll find too, is that, situations when they fall apart and they reveal themselves, yes, it can be very challenging, heartbreaking, disappointing, right? Especially if this is about people gossiping or lying or trying to sabotage you, right? But I found that it opens, especially when I'm willing to accept that hard truth and I'm willing to open myself up to something else by walking away, moving away from people, places, and situations that are clearly not for me. It opens the door and the opportunity for something or someone new to come in. So I see you accepting this hard truth, this hard reality, and then the universe rewarding you by bringing something else in. Again, whether this is an opportunity to move to a different team, a different role, a different company, a business opportunity of some sort, potential to meet somebody that, you don't know very well, go to coffee, get to know them, right? I do feel like the universe, in your willingness to accept that hard truth and to accept the situation as it is, there is this opportunity coming towards you. And then we have the Empress card of Taurus. So this talks, and just FYI, there's no gender in tarot. This is just an energy, but also the Empress is more than a person. This is an abundant energy. I feel like with this Five of Swords energy at the top of the reading, moving away from this person or this situation and this new potential opportunity coming in towards you, that it's actually, instead of setting you back, it's going to set you up, is what I heard. And it's actually going to help you and assist you in remembering, if you've forgotten, and understanding your true value and your true worth, and seeing like, you know what, I was always better than that job. I was always better than that team. I was always better than that person. Not in like the way that we normally would say it. It's just that these types of truth have a way of revealing something more than just the betrayal and disappointment. Maybe you've had this experience, maybe you haven't. I feel like anybody who's lived long enough has. It's like, especially when you find out that somebody's been trying to take advantage of you, or they've been gossiping about you, or trying to sabotage you, you can look back and think about all the times that you showed up for them, all the times that you were burning the midnight oil, you took that extra project without pay because you're a team player, and you're like, you know what? I'm better than that person anyway. And sometimes you need that push, right, to really see who you are, right? And sometimes you don't see who you are until you see who other people are not, right? That they're not even on your level. There's this meme that I've seen that's like, don't ever think that you finessed me because you feel like you took advantage of me in some way. You just finessed yourself and sabotaged yourself out of somebody that's a good person, right? You should never regret being a good person to not good people, right? People that operate from a place of envy and lack and competition, that they see you and they see that you're abundant and you're attractive and you're intelligent and you're creative and you're loving and you're willing to give that, and they try to manipulate you and take advantage of you because they see your kindness and your heart and your abundance as a weakness. It's like, you just proved that you're just not a good person. So that's not really a win. So even though this is not necessarily the easiest energy, this Five of Swords, and it's not necessarily easy to move away from a person or a situation, it's like, especially when this Ace of Swords comes towards you, I think like you're gonna have a moment where you're like, you know what, I'm better than this situation. Look at how good of a person I am. I never did this to prove that I was better than anybody else, but in their disappointing, nefarious actions, it just proved that I'm on a different level. And you know what? I'm just going to be the Empress that I am. I'm going to keep being a loving, abundant, caring, creative, beautiful, attractive person, right? So It started off pretty rough, but I'm digging this Empress energy for you, Libra. So let's go a little bit deeper. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. What additional insights can you give me about this situation? Let's get one more card. Okay. So, Four of Cups. There's still going to be some emotions about this, Libra, about this betrayal. Feel your feelings. I think anytime these types of truths come to light, it's a bit of a roller coaster, at least in my own experience, where some days you're like, well, you know what, F them, whatever. And then other days you think about the situation and you're like, you know what, that was really messed up. How did I miss that, right? We can get a bit of self-doubt, a bit of sadness, depression. That's totally normal. You know, I try to reframe situations such as this that happened to me, not in, again, saying like, what did I do wrong? What did I miss? Or feeling like I was naive or ignorant to be a loving, caring person, but more in like, if there were things that I covered over, right? Where I definitely decided to give this person more credit than they deserve because I just have a tendency to see the best in people. Something I've done is, I don't know if it's Maya Angelou who said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. But that's kind of what I've started to do. I don't like to get into judgment, but I am a highly intuitive person and I'm a good person, if I do say so myself, which I shouldn't, but I'm saying like, I do tend to see the best in people, but a lot of times that's led me to these situations where people take advantage of me. They talk mess about me. They think that I'm, you know, naive and easy to take advantage of. And it's like one strike and you're out. Doesn't mean I don't love you or care from you, but I will distance myself from you. I will remove myself. I will not keep giving to you to try to give you an opportunity to prove to me that I should have trusted myself the first time. So that's a way that I reframe it, but I think it's important to ride the wave of disappointment when people disappoint you and break your heart and betray you. Just feel what you feel. Allowing yourself to feel it is going to help you heal it. Six of Swords, but you are moving from a place of conflict to peace. There will be calmer waters as long as you are, again, willing to accept people, places, and situations for exactly the way that they show up. You will find your path to a peaceful place where you are appreciated for who you are, where you are appreciated for your gifts and not seen as an easy target, right? You get to decide to move away from the situation, the person, the job, the relationship dynamic, right? If it's only going to be conflict and drama because that's just who they are, right? The Hierophant is, you know, the God card for me. It's also, this card is also very interesting. I think, you know, the yin and yang coming into balance, which is very much an MO for the Libra sign, since you are the scales. There's also these snakes, right, wrapped around these hands. There's two eyes here, and there's also the yin and yang. So I'm feeling like third eye activation, a shedding of a skin, finding the keys to your abundance and your ascension. I think this could be a good time for you to invest more in your spiritual practices. The Hierophant sometimes can talk about a spiritual teacher. So maybe, you know, there's a yoga teacher or a breathwork instructor or a coach or an astrologer or a tarot reader, or just even like, there are tons of webinars out there and, you know, groups that you can join that will help you to invest more and double down on your spiritual practices. I think that this could be a very grounding force for you at this time. And what I would say, what I was feeling kind of as I was sharing my own story about my own personal betrayals and heartaches and disappointments, I think that it's important to recognize the times when you intuitively knew that something was off, whether it was at work or with a friend or a relationship, so that you can go back to that time when you negated and dismissed your intuition. Again, this has been a practice for me of reframing. Instead of being like, oh, you were stupid, why didn't you see this? It's like, what did I feel in my body, right? When I dismiss that initial red flag? How do I learn to trust myself right off the bat the next time I feel that? And a good way of doing that could be meditating, could be yoga, could be learning more about tarot or astrology or doing Reiki. There's so many different modalities, right? So I definitely think that this could be a time where you may benefit greatly from investing more in your spiritual practices and doing something very consistently to really ground in that, knowing that like, I actually knew that there was something up with this person or this situation, and let me reframe it. Instead of beating myself up for not seeing it, understand I have a good heart. I like to see the best in people, but how can I start to trust myself right off the bat in the future instead of dismissing it? And then we have the moon in reverse, but I'll show it to you upright. We do have the full moon in Sagittarius on May 23rd. So this could be a really good time for you, Libra, to, you know, maybe write some names down and burn them. Full moons are often a great time for releasing. So release that disappointment, release that heartbreak, release, you know, whatever feelings and emotions you have, write it out, burn it. You know, that's what I like to do during a full moon. And since it's coming in reverse, oftentimes the moon in reverse can talk to a deep sense of clarity. So I do feel like, especially with the Hierophant right next to it, that this situation has the potential to really elevate you spiritually. I think that you might really, if you can do that reframe, like I was saying, of like, I kind of knew all along that there was something up with this person or this job or this team or this situation. When did I know it? What did I feel in my body? What were the things that were coming up for me that I dismissed? It can be a very, very powerful tool to reinforce your intuition, your inner knowing, and trust with that inner knowing, right? So I do feel like this full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd of May is going to be very powerful. I would definitely recommend that you work with this energy, Libra. Let go of the past, let go of this person or this job or this team or these people that they're just not good people, right? They're just drama and gossiping and et cetera, like, and you're gonna really come into a better knowing of who you are, right? Sometimes that's just the way that things work. So, you know, again, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off, but then you're gonna elevate. So, you know, it's a hard truth, but it's really going to push you into more confidence in yourself and more confidence in your spiritual inner knowing. So, you know, it's like, I don't know if there's ever spiritual elevation without a sacrifice, and this is kind of part of that process, right? And likely if you're here, Libra, you're somebody that's been working on self-improvement and healing and ascension anyway. And sometimes that can be why people start talking about you, gossiping about you, trying to sabotage you because they're like, oh, do they think they're better than me? No, but you just prove that I am because you think that, right? It's really an interesting paradox. Okay, I'm going to clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot. Let's get a couple more cards here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if the messages are resonating for you. Libra. All right. Page of Swords. I think you're going to find a new way of understanding yourself, inner clarity, a new way of expressing your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. I think that you are ready for this new path. I think you are going to grow in confidence in your intellect, in this grounded knowing of who you are, as I'm seeing this page on this mountaintop, that like, again, not only are your spiritual abilities and intuition going to be fortified, but I also think your intellect, your intelligence is going to increase, because these situations have a way of helping us with our pattern recognition. Three of Swords, yes, there's going to be some pain, some sorrow, some understanding of the people that were talking behind your back, that were trying to sabotage you, but this has been happening Six of Pentacles to bring things into balance and to show you and to make very clear to you, Libra, the places and the people where you were giving too much to begin with and not getting enough in return. And again, these situations are very, very painful and disappointing, no freaking doubt. But they have a way of clarifying where things have been out of balance. And oftentimes we don't know until somebody stabs us in the back. They're like, wow, I actually did a lot for that person. Why was I doing that? So this is an opportunity for you to better understand who you are, what you bring to the table, who is and who is not worth your time, energy, and resources, Libra. And then the last card we have is an Ace of Wands. So whether this could be a job opportunity, business collaboration, new business ideas, could even be a new relationship depending on your particular situation, Libra. But it's coming with that enlightenment, right? It's coming to you as a result of this spiritual, intuitive ascension that's coming after this betrayal, after this heartbreak, that's really going to build your confidence and show you that there is a new path, and anything and anyone that you have lost in the process is only making room for you to really level up in all areas of your life and showing you what's truly possible. And I do see this as an exciting, passionate new beginning, whatever this is, whether you're moving or starting a new job or a new relationship, all brand new ascension energies are coming into you after this betrayal, after all of this drama, because you decided to accept this situation, this person as they were. You decided to let the truth set you free and piss you off. And then you were like, you know what? I deserve everything that's coming towards me. I'm loving, I'm abundant, I'm magical. I'm going to allow this situation to teach me something about myself, about my value, about my worth, about where things were out of balance. And I'm going to learn to trust myself more immediately in the future, because I have a lot to bring to the table. And I know that. And this may have been a challenging situation for that understanding to come towards me, but I'm going to accept this ascension, right? So overall, Libra, I love this energy for you. I'm sending you lots of love. If the messages resonate, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, don't forget to click the link in my bio. The only way to book a personal with me is via my website. I'm going to pull a final card from the Animal Spirit Guidebook, and we have Elephant. So again, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me just get this little description from the book here. Okay. Elephant, unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. When in balance, one-pointed focus, generous and loving. When out of balance, misunderstands fate. To bring into balance, trust. Trust the process. Trust what's being revealed. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. Sending you lots of love, Libra. I'll see you next time. Bye.